So you're picking out a cut of meat at the supermarket, you're thinking, okay, chicken, beef, pork, it's not really cutting it, it's not hitting the spot. Recently, when I was in Norway, I chefed up some minke whale, and as that sweet nectar hit my bloodstream, that got me thinking, I mean, we don't have this back home, it's doing the trick. Give me some tiger, give me some saber-toothed tiger, dude. And that got me thinking, what animals of the past probably had some healthy attributes to them? You know, you go to your bodega, you pick up some Stella's sea cow ground mince. It's 1732. It's gonna be a good time, dude. Anyway, what animals would I recommend if I was running this channel, I don't know, a couple thousand years ago? I'd probably still recommend pre-worky. So this is gonna be a strange video, but I've never seen anyone talk about this, so let's go. I actually use a little bit of just AI just to brainstorm some of the ideas when I start writing a video, but it wouldn't give me answers for like probably healthy choices for endangered species. I think ethically it just wouldn't get, like I tried 2 different chatbots as well. I even tried like, okay, what endangered species should I know about so I don't accidentally hunt them? It still wouldn't give me it. So, okay, let's get this out of the way too. Can we verify that these animals would have been healthy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, kind of. Like, if you look at the diet, right, you can kind of think about what was probably in the meat. Like, you know, oceanic salmon and whales, they're going to be rich in omega-3 because they eat a lot of krill. So you can kind of get a decent idea as well just with like comparable animals nowadays, as you'll see. So there is some basis here. I'm not just riffing and saying like, I don't know, the dodo was actually the highest density vitamin D animal you could eat. Anyway, you knew this one was coming, okay? I hope. The Stella's sea cow. Yeah, this thing was weird. Like, you could call it a manatee or a dugong, I guess, but I think sea cow really embodies it. It's just this big thing that was just kind of floating there like a corpse. But they supposedly ate a lot of krill and phytoplankton, which means in the blubber there, it'd probably be really rich in omega-3. Plus with these marine animals, the fat content is very much so just blubber around the outside. It's not like if you take a Wagyu cow and all the fat's like marbled inside the actual meat, which can be tasty, but if you're looking for a lean source of micronutrients and, you know, some nice minerals and some protein, it's nice if you just get a nice lean cut, which you would here. And you could even be cheeky and go Steve Rinella style and cook the meat in the blubber. You know, you liquefy the blubber just by cooking it like you would with butter, and then you cook it in the... I am getting a little bit too into this, but, you know, I'm all here for it. As well with this Stella's sea cow. This is why they went extinct, dude. They were just floating there. And you could just go up to them in your canoe, get out a spear. All right, we're eating tonight, dude. That's all you had to do. Okay, next one is the giant elk, or the Irish elk. Now, I didn't even know this thing was a thing. Like, you have elk, which are huge. Then you have moose, which I'm pretty sure are even bigger. Then you have these giant elk, which are bigger than the moose. So, like, to try and kill one of these, dude, you're gonna need... I mean, did they have guns back then? You probably need to run tri-bolt on whatever bow you're using. These things would have been lean based on what we know about current elk, and these things were structurally pretty similar, just a little bit bigger. They would have been quite dense in like iron, your calcium. Their diet is such that it's quite rich in these minerals, as we see with the regular elk we see nowadays, except this thing's just a lot bigger. So you get a really nice, clean, lean cut of meat, which is just mineral dense. It's gonna be great for you, especially you kill one, dude. I mean, good luck with that. You're probably gonna get trampled, but probably would have been pretty good for you. So like calcium, zinc, magnesium, iron. I mean, we've all listened to a bit of Joe Rogan. Oh, dude, the elk meat, dude. You just feel different. I gotta try some, dude. I'm missing out. Especially with the Irish giant elk, dude. Get me some of that. Dude, that'd make for a sick video, trying extinct animals. Anyway, next up, pre-working. As I said with the Stella's sea cow, certain Arctic animals really lean meat just with the blubber outside. So here we have the mammoth, Okay. Pretty similar story to the other ones. Would have been quite mineral dense. As well, mammoths compared to some other megafauna were actually quite active, so you'd actually get these nice lean cuts of meat as well, which would be quite nice compared to like a giant ground sloth, which I looked into, but they were actually quite inactive, so that's probably when you would have the fat intramuscular, which, unless you're after flavor, that can be, you know, wouldn't be a healthy choice, but I guess if you're like trying to survive in the winter with a spear, probably want a bit of fat there, but there is the fat on the outside. You got options here, dude. Get yourself some mammoth. Okay, lastly, we have mosasaurs and plesiosaurs. So these were like ocean apex predators, so they would have been quite rich in vitamin D, as you'd see with like a leopard seal, and as well, a lot of the fat would probably be around the outside, so you're getting this like lean predator. It might taste, I don't know what it would taste like, dude. Apparently leopard seal tastes okay. Again, that was one I was interested in with the endangered species concept, but they're protected, so it wouldn't tell me. And of course, we probably don't want to be telling the masses that leopard seal is really healthy just for like conservation, but most ocean apexes, based on their diet, have a lot of vitamin D in the liver, which is a harder nutrient to get, particularly if you are in those Arctic zones where a lot of these marine mammals live. The UV index is going to be lower, so that's, I guess, cheeky. As well, the omega-3s are there. Omega-3, I love omega-3, anti-inflammatory, also really good for your brain health and counteracts the modern diet quite a bit with the omega-6 prevalence. And of course, that sweet protein. But like, I was just thinking, I mentioned about like hunting methods there. These things were around a very long time ago. Like, what are you gonna do? It's 10,000 BC. You're gonna go out on your wooden raft and throw a rock at it? Damn right you are. Okay, this video was interesting. If you're really interested, I could do an endangered species one. I might get banned. Here's some other videos that won't get me banned though. I will see you in the next one. I've grown mildly insane writing this video.